Redcar Children's Centre is based in a highly disadvantaged area of Teesside, where, on a daily basis, staff see the impact of child poverty. But they're proactive in their approach towards reducing it.
Child poverty isn't just about money, it's about raising aspirations and showing the children that working is probably the right thing to do, or at least gaining qualifications for the future.
Staff from Redcar Children's Centre are involved in a national pilot called Pathways to Prospects. It's a 2-year project aimed at alleviating child poverty.
We're very fortunate to be one of only 10 local authorities to have been successful in bidding to deliver the pilot. That means that we get a Job Centre Plus advisor seconded full-time into the Children's Centre, and she is supported by a project worker who is also appointed through the local authority.
Julie Kay is employed by Job Centre Plus, but as part of the pilot, she's based within the Children's Centre, working alongside Leah Willis, a training and employment officer at the centre. They help tackle child poverty by direct engagement with the local community.
Hello, we're from Redcar Children's Centre. We've come here today to hand out some of our leaflets.
Do you know that we help with employment and training now? Because we have some activities on an afternoon. Okay. It's just been nice for you to get involved in a class and make new friends as well.
Yeah,
new to the area.
It's hard because I've just moved that bit.
Because it's sometimes hard, isn't it, to go in hard. First of all.
Outreach is important in our role. Obviously, we try and engage people that don't access sewer staff. So it's important to go out within the community, and we've canvassed in supermarkets, schools, had stand in town centre. So we're always trying to think of new ways to engage within the community.
Do you use Shiver Start at the moment?
Used to. Right. She used to go with, and her brother did for a little bit, didn't you?
Leah and I are working in the Children's Centre on a 2-year pilot about employment and training.
Yeah.
Is that something that would interest you at the moment?
Unfortunately not at the moment. My wife's not well and we want to get disability living allowance for her.
Right. Have you already applied for that then?
I have once, been turned down.
I do have a benefit background.
That's great.
So if you do want any help with benefits and things, you know, that might... because I can help you with those. So if you need to ask anything or need an appointment, just give me a ring.
Yeah, will do.
The wonderful thing about this pilot is that it isn't just somebody coming in to deliver a service. She's very much integrated as part of the team, and she's seen by both the staff and the community as part of the Children's Centre team. Even if you haven't got the pilot, you have got very enthusiastic, very dedicated workers, very enthusiastic centre leaders, and we're here to deliver services to the same community. It's about having conversations and dialogue with our partners. Job Centre Plus advisor managers out there and partnership managers want to work in partnership. Sometimes it's not knowing how to go about it, and it's simply a question of opening up the dialogue.
Inside the Children's Centre, Julie and Leah meet families to offer financial advice and support. Reginald, a father of 2, wants some help with a potential catering business.
You know Leggy, the local economic people who help you with funding, they might have somebody who could look over the books and see what the profit margins are like and whether it's a viable business.
By having the Job Centre Plus advisor based within the Children's Centre during the pilot, it's hoped that new and lasting relationships will be forged.
Working within the Children's Centre, it's been important that I've built up relationships with the staff in the Children's Centre, because the parents see you as part of the Children's Centre rather than Job Centre Plus, and that breaks down a lot of the barriers. By wearing Shiver Start uniform, people tend to speak to you more, trust you more.
Julie and Leah also extend their outreach work to include visiting potential new users at home.
Hello, we're from Shiver Start.
This is often aimed at building parents' confidence, leading, it's hoped, to them coming into the centre and using its services.
I understand that you don't really get out very much and you'd like to join some of the sessions.
Yeah, it'd be good to start getting out and about and seeing what's available to me.
Well, what we thought is we've got a What's On guide with us that shows the different things going on in the centres. Yeah. But it's not always that easy to just come in when you don't know anybody. So if you wanted to, either Leah or I could go in with you, or we can get somebody to come out and see you as well and they would introduce you to sessions.
So they would go with me?
Yeah.
To go, right.
Yeah.
Everything that we offer is voluntary. Families do want to have to access it. It isn't enforced. But again, it's about using the right methods to approach families and offering them the appropriate support at the right time, tailoring it to their needs. So we're very much not about, here we are, we're a children's centre, this is what we can offer, come and take it or leave it. It's about getting out there, working with other agencies to access those most needy groups, as well as offering a universal service to all families who want to access the different services that we have available.
Are you actively looking for work?
Yeah, I am. I've been applying for a few jobs, just haven't really gotten
what me and Julie can do, we can do a job search for you and help with interview skills, or if you've got any application forms to fill out, we can also help alongside and help you with them.
I think doing a pilot like this is the way forward. It's bringing Job Centre Plus into the community without having the constraints that are put upon you within Job Centre Plus. By being able to go out to people's homes and see them, being able to spend that extra bit of time with them when they need it, just seem to move people on further and be getting more results than when we just sat in the office.
Faye is a recent convert. She was initially reticent about using the centre's services, but since getting involved a year ago, she's been supported to gain an MVQ and is now hoping to find a job.
When I was younger, I didn't use it with my 9-year-old, even though he was registered, because it sort of give an image where it was just someone for lone parents to go, and I didn't realise exactly what it was and what they did until now, where I've used it with my 17-month-old. I started the baby massage course, and then I was getting the leaflets through and noticed there was an MVQ course.
Faye is now part-way through an MVQ in health and social care, run at the Children's Centre. Free creche is offered to enable parents to attend.
What area do you want to go into, Faye?
Mental health. I think it's about getting people that have had kids back into doing things with their life, because I think they maybe come in at a rut where they're just stuck in the same routine day in, day out. And I think once that happens, I think it is hard to really get out of it.
And when you've done your level 3, do you think you'll go on to do the degree?
I am wanting to do that, yeah. I feel brilliant now. I think I know where I'm heading. I know what I want. I'm just working really to do that.
Alongside training opportunities, the centre also runs sessions aimed at boosting parents' self-esteem and raising their aspirations. Gwen, who's a mother of 3, attended a confidence-building course last year. She now volunteers at the centre and has just had her first job interview.
88 who applied. You got an interview, so that's an achievement in itself.
I had lived in isolation, I would say, for nearly 8 months, not really knowing anyone. And when I came here, I was very shy, very nervous. I wouldn't involve myself in the groups. I've came on so much that I almost don't believe who that person was. I'm like a changed person. I'm confident. So many things. I've made so many friends. I've gained so much skills. Are you going to Confident You on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, usual time? Have you got your folder for this week?
I've got some of it with me.
You come here and you meet people, you play with your kids and you have a chatter and a natter to your friends and whatnot, but you go home and you take that away. So you go home and you're singing away and you're doing things with your children at home, and you take that, and there she is, and look at her. This is fantastic.
As part of their role, Julie and Leah also hold one-to-one advice sessions for parents, guiding them on a range of different employment or training needs. Suzanne has set up her own online baby clothes company, but needs advice on childcare.
I know originally your business was from home, so that you could work around the children. Is that working out okay?
It's hard with, I've got another child as well, so they're all wanting my attention a lot of the time. So I really could do with some childcare.
And what we could do is I could do a calculation to look at what your income is. So it might be that you'll get some help with your childcare through the tax credit system.
We do one-to-ones with customers. We help with job interviews. We also help with CVs. Julie helps with better off and work calculations and any sort of advice they need on training or work. With just some of them that just come through the door, they may have a problem, they just want to chat, and it's maybe just pointing them in the right direction.
We have the Family Information Service here, and they hold all the information on the childcare available in Redcar and Cleveland. So they'd have information on childminders, and they would make an initial inquiry for you for that. So if you want, you can speak to them and they'll give you more information. Yeah. So would you like me to get somebody to have a chat with you from Family Information Service? Right, OK, then I'll go and have a word with them.
Well, I'm starting my own business. I need childcare so that I have those times alone to concentrate on the work. And Show Start are great. They just give you the information and they help you with everything you need to know.
Nicola, I'm seeing a customer at the moment who is starting self-employment but needs childcare probably for a day a week.
Right.
She's never used childcare before. I wondered if you could just go through the different options with her.
Yeah, that's no problem at all, yeah.
It can all be very confusing. You need somebody to talk to sometimes who knows what they're talking about and put it really clearly to you so you understand what's what. I thought I'd be stuck at home forever. I never thought I'd be able to do my own thing at all.
Suzanne, this is Nicola from the Family Information Service.
Hi there.
She's going to go through the childcare options with you.
Child poverty is everybody's business because of the profound impact that that has on children's lives, the way that it can blight a child's future. For example, if you're living in poor housing, if you're living on a low income, the statistics prove that that impacts later on a child's future attainment.
Children's Centre staff meet regularly with a variety of external agencies involved with the centre to share information.
Team meetings are the opportunity to inform staff about new agendas, new initiatives, to make sure everybody understands why something is also their business. So it's really a three-line whip that people attend the team meeting. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for attending. If we could just go around the table, and if you'd just like to share with your colleagues any services that you're delivering that are going well, perhaps we'll start with you.
We have been busy with our year-on celebration. It's coming up on March the 19th.
It's always good to sort of build up relationships with other agencies so they can refer to us and we can refer back to them. And I just think the more you do embrace other agencies, you can bring more to Shoe Start, and it's more like a one-stop shop for people. If we know where to go and we have good relationships with outside agencies, then it's going to make our job a lot easier.
If there's anyone else that could help us out, I would be most grateful.
You know, I mentioned to you some of them need a placement. Yes. Would that be any use?
Yeah, that would it. Yeah, I think
we could get you probably two.
I think we can get it wrong. I think we can just think about poverty being financial, but it's poverty in terms of aspiration. And this is why children's centres are here. It's about giving parents self-confidence and self-belief, because if they have confidence and self-belief and believe that they can have a career, can have a future, that impacts on their children because their parents are the children's role models. So it's not just about financial poverty, it's about aspirational poverty.